What's up, JEFusion fans? This is Phil, and welcome back to another video. So today is November 26, 2023, and it's Sunday. So that means there's superhero time. And I'm actually watching this video right after watching Superhero Time. So today marks the debut of Kamen Rider Dread in Kamen Rider Gotchaed. So let's talk about him. But don't worry, this is going to be a spoiler free video, so I'm not gonna tell you who Kamen Rider Dread is or who transformed into Kamen Rider Dread. But one thing that I can tell you is that this character isn't really someone you would expect at first. Now, I have seen some scans of magazines, either Terebi-kun or Terebi magazine, but we do see this character, but it's not explicitly shown that this character transformed into Kamen Rider Dread. But I'm gonna focus on Kamen Rider Dread's equipment and abilities. So, uh, again, not much in the plot or actual story of today's episodes. Again, don't worry about spoilers because I really want you guys to see for yourselves who transformed into Kamen Rider Dread. So, anyways, let's start the video. So, Kamen Rider Dread's origins start in episode 11, which is basically the episode last week, where we see Atropos creating a new driver in order to counter Gotchard. She also has created replica chemicards. Well, as the name suggests, they are copies of the chemicards that the Gotchard uses. So, in order to transform into Kamen Rider Dread, uh, Dread uses the Steamliner replica chemicard and swipes it on top of the driver in order to transform. There is also a slot on the right side of the Dread driver where you can insert one replica chemicard at a time, and then you open up a lever which is kind of reminiscent of Exade's gamer driver, and using that, so Kamen Rider Dread gains either weapons or abilities. So, for example, in this episode, um, Kamen Rider Dread uses the Bam Bamboo replica chemicard to gain twin pistols to attack at long range, but Dread also used the Appare Bushido replica card, and Dread gains a katana. As for stat boosts or things like that, uh, it's either Wrestler G or Army Ant, so either of the two, but using either of them gives extra strength. So, uh, but Kamen Rider Dread, by using those cards, doesn't really gain new forms. Again, you only get either weapons or like stat boosts, but uh, like at his base, Kamen Rider Dread is much stronger, or at least significantly stronger, compared to Gotchard in his standard Steam Hopper form. So I think Gotchard could have used either like the forms he used recently, like the I forget the names of the forms because there's so many. It's like electric jungle or like the gold dash crab combinations, like the gold or silver power ups. I wouldn't really call them power ups, but like forms, which I think are significantly stronger than other forms. Or like he could also use like the bat robot mecha giant form. I wonder. It made me wonder why Hotaru didn't use it, because it would have given him so much advantage against Dread. But the plot requires, I guess, that uh, Hotaro be overpowered by Kamen Rider Dread, but well, that's what the writers want, and uh, I think it's okay. It's not the best execution in my opinion, but I'm gonna leave it at that. But nonetheless, so this episode was meant to feature Kamen Rider Dread because we need to see that, or at least the writers need to show the audience that, oh, this new Kamen Rider is stronger than Gotchard, and probably Gotchard would need a power up in order to defeat this new rider. So uh, that's what I think happened. So Kamen Rider Dread, uh, well, technically the second rider to appear in the show, I don't think he fills that secondary rider trope that we've been used to with a lot of Kamen Rider shows that feature multiple riders. So what I think Toei is doing, whether they realize it or not, this kind of reminds me of Kamen Rider Kabuto, where you do have Kamen Rider the Bee, who appears second technically within the show, but like the secondary Kamen Rider has been Gatak, who actually makes his debut around episode 23, which was basically halfway through the show, right? Arata Kagami has been uh, there since episode 1, but when he finally transforms into his own rider form, it's basically halfway. So, but again, he does fill in that role anyway. He's been that secondary rider all this time, even when he didn't really transform much. I mean, Kagami was the bee for a little bit, but well, that's what the writers wanted. So I guess they're doing the same with Dread. Well, so far, I think a lot of people have also been thinking that Valvarad or Spanner would fill in that secondary rider role. I am actually one of those people, and maybe sooner or later, Valvarad may get his own Kamen Rider form, because like the Valvarad form is like a rider like uh, suit anyway. So what I'm seeing is that Toei might pull off another, situation similar to Kamen Rider Chase, with Machine Chaser being a rider like enemy. Well, Chaser started as an enemy, by the way, and uh, used some parts of the Machine Chaser suit and turned it into Kamen Rider Chase or Kamen Rider Chaser. So again, I think it's going to be quite similar to Valvrad's case, but that's a different story. So we're focused on Valvrad today. So that's all I can say for Kamen Rider Dread for now. So if you've already seen episode 12 of Kamen Rider Gotchaed, what do you think of Kamen Rider Dread? Let me know down in the comments below. I think it's interesting that Toei designed a Kamen Rider to look much more villainous. Although I think that's the intention for Kamen Rider Dread, to become the villainous rider, but who knows? Maybe someone is going to use Kamen Rider Dread, or at least Dread's current user might eventually use that power for good. But again, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please do leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell so you get the latest from JEFusion. This has been Philip, and I'll see you next time. Bye.